Good morning. Good morning. Hi, everybody. Stacy from Masterpiece Jewelers, jewelry expert for over 30 years now. That's a little scary because then it means I'm over 30 years old, which clearly, by my youthful look, I am not. So happy to be here with you all today for another Masterpiece Jewelers Monday Moments. And today I am going to talk about Kleenex. Now, you wouldn't think Kleenex and jewelry go together, but they definitely do. And this is a very important point that, again, we bring up. I talked to you all about that my sister, Tracy, co-owner of Masterpiece Jewelers, and myself both do speaking programs and have for probably 15 years for different charities, organizations, women's groups, etc. And we actually have 6 different speeches that we do now. And one of the things that I like to bring up in how to protect your jewelry and know what you own, that's one of the speeches, is about a little known thief in everyone's house, and that is Kleenex. Kleenex is, we spend a lot of money alarming our houses with security alarms and having safe deposit boxes or lock boxes in our home, hiding jewelry when we have to evacuate, which is in Florida we think about, or when we go on a long vacation. But actually I have no proof of this. I cannot find any statistics on the entire internet about it. But as a jeweler of over 30 years, I know what I know. And I know that Kleenex is one of the biggest thieves of jewelry that there is, and no one talks about it. That's why I call it the silent thief. So we hear about this in our store quite often, and here is how the situation goes. So I'll tell you one of the biggest stories. We've heard many, many stories, but this is one of the ones that made the biggest impact on me. And that is that we had a customer come in. She was purchasing some things, and she told her tale of woe, which was that, and I don't even mean to smile, you'll understand why I smile in a minute, that she had been cleaning her jewelry, and then she took it and wrapped it all up in Kleenex so it would dry, and she put it on her dresser in the bedroom. And then she's retired, so she doesn't wear her jewelry every day. Sometimes she doesn't even go out of the house in a day. And so a few days later, she was going to a luncheon and she went to look for her jewelry and she couldn't find it anywhere. And then she remembered what she had done with it. And so she went to the dresser and it was not there. And her husband, who did nothing around the house ever in their 50 plus years of marriage, had taken it and thrown it in the trash. And that trash had been picked up, taken to the garbage dump, gone. And the reason for this is that we as humans cannot stand the sight of a dirty or used Kleenex. Even if we don't even know what it's been used for, as soon as we see it, we want it to go into the trash. And maybe some of you who are watching this later, will also comment in the sections if you or someone you know has had this unfortunate thing happen to them. Another thing that happens is people will take their jewelry off for some reason. Maybe they're, going to a doctor's appointment or going to get their hair done, and they want to take their earrings off or their necklace off so it doesn't, get in the way. And so they look in their purse and they're like, oh, Kleenex, this is perfect to safely put my jewelry in. It's soft, it'll protect it. And then they just put it in their purse. And like all of us, you get busy, you don't think about it. And then a couple of days later, you're cleaning out your purse and you're like, why do I have a dirty Kleenex in here? Bink, into the trash. So, it's just somehow a natural instinct, even of this lady's husband, who was opposed all her life to cleaning up and doing household work, to get rid of a dirty Kleenex as soon as possible. So some of the ways that we can fix this, obviously in our home, let's not do that. If you're cleaning your jewelry and drying it, put it out in the open on a paper towel. Now, I'm not saying put it out in front of a window for every person walking by to see your whole collection, but put it out where it can dry without being covered over by, another paper towel or Kleenex. That's easy for when you're at home. And of course, we'll all take a vow. We're going to do that from now on. But what happens when you suddenly find that you have to take your jewelry off? This happens when, a lot of times it happens when you get a little older. You find yourself at a doctor's appointment or a MRI, your first ever MRI appointment or some other test, and they tell you, oh no, you have to take all your jewelry off. You can't wear that during your test. And so you're like, okay, what do I do to keep it safe? Like, that's the moment. That is the key moment when people take and put their jewelry into Kleenex in their purse. No, 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 let's not do that. I have a solution for that. And my solution is that when that happens, I want you to take your wallet and open the change compartment. So the zippered change compartment, open that. I want you to dump all the change out into the bottom of your purse, which, if you're anything like me, is already where a lot of change is. I don't keep a neat purse. I'm a busy woman. That's my excuse. And then put your jewelry, not in a Kleenex, just directly into that zippered compartment where coins usually are, and zip it up. The almost fail-safe thing with this is that sooner or later, even if you forget where you put it, and you might say, well, why would I forget? Well, because you're getting a test and you're probably a little anxious, and suddenly they've sprung this on you, and maybe you've even had to take off your wedding set, which you haven't taken off in years, and you can already be a little flustered. So the reason that it's good to put that into a your coin purse, the zippered coin purse, is sooner or later you will look in there. You will look in there when you need a couple pennies for something that you're buying. I know we use a lot of debit cards and so forth, but even if you move out of that wallet and into another wallet, you will look in there before you discard that wallet or donate it. So sooner or later, you're going to come across that jewelry again. And in that way, you have peace of mind of knowing that you're going to take care of it. Kleenex, which should have a warning on every box, don't put your jewelry in Kleenex or you will throw it away. But Kleenex doesn't listen to my outcries, and no one will do a study on this. So that's just the way it is. So please, not only yourself, don't not only take this into account for yourself, but please tell people that you know. It is not a one-time thing that this has happened. This is a many, many times thing that we have heard. This particular lady lost almost all her jewelry, and I see my sister is commenting under Masterpiece Jewelers today because we're both administrators, and she says she remembers that sweet client, and we both remember hearing that story because it was very upsetting. So if you have inherited jewelry, or if you have jewelry that you yourself are not sure what you have, we have a solution for you. First of all, if you've inherited jewelry, we would like to invite you to order. Well, I say order, it's absolutely free. If you're in our area in Daytona Beach, Florida, please feel free to stop by and pick up our Masterpiece Jewelers Guide Series booklet, 5 things that you should never do when you inherit jewelry. These 5 things are things that trip up almost every person who inherits jewelry. And it is, even if you're very meticulous, yep, that's right, it didn't sound right. Even if you're very meticulous, don't use fancy words this early on a Monday morning. You're still during dealing with someone's estate, you're emotionally, drained. You're physically drained from dealing with it. And you have the financial and legal components of it. It's just so easy to, especially when you're getting close to the estate sale and so forth, it's easy to do these mistakes. So you do not want to do them. And if you are watching us from outside of the Daytona Beach area, please text us or call us at 386-252-0010, and we will be glad to send you a copy absolutely free. And that way, we feel, Tracy and I know that one of the things that's very important about our particular job is that we are here to protect your jewelry. And that booklet is one of the things that we can do to help you protect your jewelry. Then if you would like, you can also, if you're in the area, you can also request from us a 1 hour, absolutely free jewelry evaluation appointment. And you can bring in everything that you have, and we will be glad to go through it for you. Absolutely no charge. We will tell you what is real, what is costume, and what is collectible in the jewelry that you've inherited, or even in your own jewelry box. So all you have to do then is call our store again at 386-252-0010, and we will be glad to make an appointment for you for that. And you can get peace of mind knowing what you own. So this week we will be having Tracy doing her design along, and that'll be on Thursday, the 28th, at the January 28th, 2021, for those of you watching in the future. And remember that we always have a weekly jewelry event on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. This week it's going to be Gem Cutter Clay Zava giving away a $400 gemstone that he cut himself. And usually it's our live online jewelry show and sale. So I hope you enjoy your time with us today. Please tell people what you learned so that they also don't have the heartbreak that you or someone you know might have gone through. And until I see you again on Wednesday for our live jewelry event, have a great day. Stay sparkly.